Everything in my video was found on a public domain. Welcome to the Danger Zone, it's Ashley. And a big thank you to everybody who contributes to my channel in one way or the other. In the last video I made, I talked about how hard they're working to clean something up, to reinvent themselves, to come back from this hiatus, more loved and accepted.
And of course she doesn't feel that's necessary. They're powerful and all.
So there's always a method to their madness. And here's what was told to me. Have you guys noticed a major influx in all of these beautiful articles about St. Meghan and her charitable spirit? It's an old trick that the media use, and they use it often. They take a ton of these wonderful articles about people when their reputations need cleaning, they need to be rebuilt. Taking all of these butterfly and rainbow type stories, they just simply flood the media circuit with these things. You'll start believing this stuff. Your mind will definitely be swayed. And that drowns out all of the negativity, all of the truth that was, popping up on the surface. And because we all have the memory span of a goldfish, it typically works. They're trying desperately to reinvent their image. I'm sure the Queen was very proud when Meghan's video leaked out. They're trying really hard to keep this down below. There's this podcast called Your Mama's House. Had a special guest right before the wedding. And this man is claiming to have been contacted by an old friend of Meghan's from Canada. And this friend told him, hey, look, I have a video you just might be interested in. And he said, okay, give me a little bit of details. After describing to him the complete setup, she said, do you want to know who it is? And of course, he said, sure, I'd love to know who it is. The girl's name is Meghan. She's just about ready to walk down the aisle with a British royal prince. He made a deal with her, and she sent over this video. After being poked and prodded for his honest opinion as to whether or not it was Meghan on Your Mama's House, he said most definitely it was her. And the act she was performing is totally unnatural. Research, I have found that this video, according to the man, is no longer in his possession. I've been told that this video, this particular one, is pretty grisly. Now, according to my source, their opinion, this one is far more damaging than the initial one that leaked out. I didn't think you could get much worse. That's not the only thing they're fretting over, though. They've got a lot more to clean up. Allegedly, Meghan spent some time as a yacht girl. They say she was extremely popular. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just telling you as it was told to me. It's so fraudulent, you guys. So remember back, y'all, when she wrote this letter to Vogue, to British Vogue, the editor himself, wanting to have that special article on these inspirational women in the September edition. And she acted as if she didn't know who this guy was. She was just lucky enough to have been chosen to submit her article. And it turns out that Edward Enninful is very good friends with Marcus Anderson. They've known each other for quite some time. That's just not the only common buddy that he and Meghan share. In 2016, Queen Elizabeth awarded Edward Enninful the OBE for his contributions to the fashion industry. Yet Meghan wants to make out like she had to literally handwrite a letter and ask, please consider me for the September issue article. I have something great in mind. And of course, everybody knows that Enninful is extremely close with Naomi Campbell. Have you ever seen her private island? And she, in return, is super tight with Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. One of her sleazy parties, Ghislaine Maxwell brought along Virginia Roberts. And I'm not sure if she and Flavio are still together. It was told to me he really enjoyed these parties that Naomi would host. Anyone and everyone would show up, including Marcus and his good buddy Edward. Now, before Marcus became some big deal in the Soho house, he was known to be one of the best concierge to the elite. And according to an article I read, one of his greatest characteristics is the fact he keeps mum. He doesn't tell anything, always quiet, minding his business, getting the job done. Now, it was told to me once Meghan married Trevor Ingleson, she became, nosing around, trying to get into every nook and cranny in the Hollywood circles, very much wanting to be somewhere in the fashion industry. And along the way, she met up with Marcus. And from there, they became really good friends. We can't find who introduced her to the Yacht Girl services. Everyone assumes it was Marcus, considering his job at the time. They say she became popular pretty fast. Somebody made a major discovery. Someone found a tweet addressed to Meghan, and this person was affiliated with the Soho House in Chicago. Now, by the way of this tweet, after reading it, it does seem like the Soho House, that franchise, may have been advertising the services. We'll get to that tweet in just a second. And after digging a little while, I discovered they're not called Yacht Girls at all. They're called Jet Set Babes. And they actually have a set of rules they have to follow. And it goes on to say this: a common thing, unfortunately, with a certain type of jet set babe out there is rudeness. They are terrible when it comes to staff, especially in restaurants and yachts. We have witnessed that, you guys. Rudeness towards the staff is not allowed. Some people tend to forget that they are invited to stay on a boat and that they don't actually own it. You are to behave like a guest and not an owner. That was the major rule that they have. So, getting to the tweet. Like I said, a young man connected to the Chicago Soho House posted a tweet to Meghan back when she was evidently a jet set babe. And it said this: Meg, please put too much in details about suits. I'm not watching. By the way, please come to Yacht Week. He posted that one a week after he posted this. At Meghan Markle, Meghan, any chance you'd be in the market looking to join my friends and I for Yacht Week in Croatia? This was dated in February of 2016. I'm not sure if she still had her boat shoes on at that time or if she hung up her captain's cap. It's always been said that she and Harry started seeing each other in June of 2016. So maybe that was her final time she used her sea legs with somebody other than Harry. They're working really hard at cleaning up this image. All of these things that are bobbing to the surface because she has huge political endeavors she wants to achieve. I really don't know how easy this is going to be for them. Now, before I forget, I was contacted and asked, is it true Harry's in a rehab? Now, it was told to me that he has hit an all-time low, but I think that's just a rumor. I don't believe there's any fact to it. But who knows with these people? Anything is possible. I guess we'll just wait and see what leaks out. For their sake, I sure hope it's not that video. I hope y'all are having a great day today. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Y'all stay safe and be blessed.